What's up, YouTube? Alright, this is gonna be a video for my fiance, Brittany. So, as you know, I've been with Brittany for a while, and if you're a subscriber to my channel, you know I've been with Brittany for a while. I've been with Brittany for 6 years. I'm gonna tell you about some of the dates we went on. The first time we actually hung out was at her high school is how we met. I went to a rivalry high school that was 7 miles out of hers. So we met, fell in love, kissed, kind of. It was more of a touching lips thing. And then me and her started to connect, and then we went out. So then Brittany and I were happy to be with each other. And then we hung out the next day, and I had like 10 CDs, a big lunch for her, you know? Yeah. And I brought lunch for her so she wouldn't have to eat that school lunch. You know, a lot of people don't like school lunches. My school lunches weren't 100% perfect. I mean, there were a few things I liked. I mean, their pizza wasn't the best, but I did like eating it a little bit. They had chicken burgers. I do like the chicken burgers. Then they had deluxe sandwich bars that were sandwiches that were about that, and then you could decorate them however you wanted. They had deli sandwiches. They had Texas straw hats. If you don't know what that is, that's chili with Fritos, and then you can put on like hot sauce and mayo and everything, you know. But back to the Brittany topic, me and her started, or I put sour cream on them actually, on that Texas straw hat thing. Not mayo. Where did I come up with that? Mayonnaise. Yeah. Not in the Texas straw hat. On sandwich, maybe. But yeah, I was a big fan of that. But Brittany and I started to date. And then we went out. The first time we hung out at her house was on her 19th birthday in 2010. She's only older than me by 2 months, but I was told I look a little bit older than she does. And plus, I also sometimes grow out the scruff here, or grow out the beard. And then her and I started to date. I got a little bit. There are guys who flirt with her, but she won't flirt back because she's in love with me, and I don't flirt with any other girls anymore. You know, to be honest, I flirted with girls when I was with my ex. Then me and Brittany started to date, and then her and I started to go out on dates, and I was more happy with her than I was with Eliza. And then the year later, her and I went to prom on the boat in 2011. That was a lot of fun. And then her and I started to go out on a date. We went out on our 1-year anniversary. One time me and her hung out, but her dad got a little furious that she snuck me over. Okay, here's how this happened. The reason her dad got furious that she snuck me over is because one time when I was over, her ex-boyfriend called, and then she called the police, and then the police came to her house, and then this is a strange story. We opened up the door, and the door closed, and what do you think happened to me and her? We got locked out of the house. And then I was talking to one of the officers a few months later. He said, "Weren't you two the ones that called and then you guys got locked out?" And I said, "Yeah." And that officer was stationed at my high school, and I think he was in training with one of the higher ranked officers. And then her and I started to and then her dad got furious, but then when she snuck me over, we just hung out, and her dad was okay with it later. I think she apologized to her parents about it, but I can usually make sure nothing happens because I'm quite capable of being by myself. I was by myself for a little bit with my dog earlier today. Yeah, I was by myself. I was also talking to her. I mean, sometimes, I almost did burn the house down once. And that's because I was cooking bacon. But that's only because I was like 5 or 6 back then. I usually cook it in the toaster oven now. I don't use I don't use pots and pans as much as other people do. I mean, I do sometimes, but because I can cook good spaghetti, I can cook. I can cook spaghetti, I can cook meatballs, I can cook almost anything. Yeah. So I'd like to point out everything is great. Brittany and I have been in a 6-year relationship. Another date we went on that year, yeah, there was a problem on the boat, so we went to dinner at Sherry's and we went on the boat. Then we went to, after the dance, I took her to Denny's, and then after the Denny's, I dropped her off at her house, and my mom had to get a different car because her blinker stopped working, so she had to borrow my older sister's car, and me and my girlfriend were in the back of my sister's car, sitting in the back. We always sit in the back when we're with each other, usually, except for one time over at prom when she was sitting in the front. She put her hand back so I could hold her hand. And then she and I, one time I rode in the front and then she rode in the back, and that was in 2013. I'm not sure if it was 13 or 14. Must have been 2012. Can't really remember. One time, another date we went on that year was her 20th birthday. Oh yeah, the 1 year anniversary, we went to my favorite restaurant, which is a seafood restaurant, and I've loved that restaurant ever since I was a kid. Or I didn't like it once, and then I liked it, and then it became my favorite restaurant. I think my sister liked it, then didn't like it. I love it. It's my favorite. And then we went to the mall, and I had $200 in my pocket. And no money left. My sister told me to return all the stuff. There's no way you return stuff you buy for people. And 2 items that I bought for her were non-refundable. I saw her look at the price of a butterfly necklace, and then since I saw her look at it, I picked it up. Being the sweet guy I am, I bought a necklace that says love on it, and then I saw her look at that necklace, and then it was a necklace with a butterfly on it, so I just saw her look at it, and then she put it down, and then I just picked it up as soon as I saw her look at it and bought it. Yeah, that was back in 2011. That's back when I got money from my sister for splitting wood with a wood splitter and stuff, and chopping wood. And I had some money saved up. So I had some money saved up for her and that. Next up on my to-do, what did we do? I took her to Best Buy, which was in one part of the mall. I took her to another store called Icing, which is probably a big corporate now. I took her to... Sometimes I go to Bath and Body Works for her, and sometimes I even go to that other place that was down there. Sometimes I even go to Victoria's Secret to buy her some clothes. That's what I did last year. Okay, so the next date we went on was her 20th birthday. I just went on a shopping spree that day, yeah. So I went from... So her 20th birthday, we went out for lunch. And then we took her to get... I picked her up. We passed my high school, and she said, "That's my high school on the right. That's the middle school, and that's the..." Yeah. Then the second thing we did was we went for lunch. Third thing we did was my mom had to go to the post office, so we were waiting together. And then me and my girlfriend, or me and my fiance went to take her to get her nails done. She got she got like a manicure and a pedicure, and and her feet kept on getting ticklish because she's ticklish down there, and the water was tickling her feet, and she loved the feeling of the spa though. And then she was talking to a lot of the women who were getting their nails done too. Yeah, and they all seemed to really like her. Yeah, and then we went to go see Jack and Jill Went Up the Hill to Make a Shit Movie. Jeez. Yeah. That movie was awful, but still I liked being with her. I left partway into the movies to go grab a hot dog and a drink, or a hot dog and some popcorn, and then I got up, and then she came over here to hang for a few hours, and my dog put her paw on her jeans. My dog, excuse me, seriously loves everyone. Oh yeah, speaking of that, if you saw my other dog in that other video, the dog that was playing with my dog, I had to get rid of that dog because it dug up the backyard and went into someone else's yard, and someone else was going to shoot her, so we got rid of her. And she kind of tore apart my mom's napkin thing. One time I think she dug a hole big enough to get my other dog out, but then my other dog, Lady, didn't want to go out. Lady's the all black one. The other one was a blue heeler. But that was like 2 years ago. Yeah, a day later, or the same year, we went on another date that wasn't as much fun as the other ones. I'm trying to think. I can't think. Oh yeah, we went to a sandwich shop, which was like a French bakery, and then had some food, and then took our other drinks, or took our food. Like, my girlfriend had sticky buns. One time she tried an apple fritter, while I tried carrot cake, which had a ton of cinnamon in there, I think. I like cinnamon, just not straight. If you've ever done the cinnamon challenge, trust me, cinnamon challenge tastes like garbage. Straight cinnamon is strong. And I've done that challenge more than 4 times and survived. 4 to 5 times. I might do it one more time. That salt and ice challenge is what my girlfriend told me about, and it scarred my arm. And then the scar's finally gone. Next up on my list to talk about our dates were, we went shopping that day, but I had more fun on the other days because I gotta buy her more stuff. But she showed me and my mom what she wanted. One time she wanted a Hello Kitty pillow. I was back. I used to hang out with her over at football games, and she said, I want one about a Hello Kitty pillow. And then me and my mom went shopping one day, but one time I think she showed us something because we went out on a date one day in December. And she took us to, she showed us what she wanted, and then her and I went to the, so we went to the mall. Then we went to Applebee's for lunch, and trust me, I love Applebee's, and she loves Applebee's too. And then we went to then we took her to get her nails done. She got a manicure. She's like, look, I have a claw now. So they were blue fake fingertips. Some dumbass ripped them off of her and made her fingers bleed. So this dumbass rips them off. This jackass. Seriously, I wanted to give this motherfucker a piece of my mind. That's what she told me. That some dumbass ripped the fake fingertips off of it. Number one, you never do that to a lady. And then me and her went to Walmart. And then her and I she bought The Hangover Part 2. One time my mom said, I'm going to say ho 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 to my mom, and then there's the Santa Claus right behind us. And he said, taking away my line, and I went, ho ho ho. And he said, that's more like it. Because I went, ho ho "Who?" And he said, "That's more like it." Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was funny. I was Then I went to. She bought Miracle on 34th or 37th Street. That was more that's a classic Christmas movie. Then I went. Then she bought me The Hangover Part 2 on DVD. I saw that in theaters. She bought me Family Guy, I think. Or no, she bought me that. She bought me The Hangover Part 2, Cars 2, and then a week or two later, she bought me the Harry Potter on DVD. One time she said, "Call me later, naughty boy." The last date in 2011 when we went on was over at her and I went to the we went to Trader Joe's, which I think is becoming a bigger corporate now, but it's a great place to shop at. And then her and I went to after that one we went to. I'm thinking about the second place I looked at. Excuse me. Excuse me. Number 2, we went to Costco and she saw one of her teachers. And back when my name used to be Surreal, I go by Justin Dragonslayer now. She went, "This is her boyfriend / fiance, Surreal." I thought she said Such Beyond or something, and my girlfriend said, no, she said / fiance. Yeah. One time, yeah, that was after that, and then we went to Costco, and it's actually the Costco I work at now, but I didn't work there back then. I didn't even apply at that Costco until 2012, but I do those samples, and I didn't apply until 2012. I didn't get the job until 2 years ago. So I got the job 2 years after I applied. And then after that we went back to Walmart, and that's when she bought the Harry Potter one. And then after that, her and I went back here, we opened up presents, and she got the Hello Kitty pillow because me and my mom went shopping at the mall after that after one of those dates. We went after school one of those days. And I picked up the Hello Kitty backpack that cost me more than some stuff does, but I don't care because I love Brittany with all my heart. Money can't buy me love, but I love to buy her stuff. And then after that, her and I started talking to each other, and she said, "A Hello Kitty pillow, just like I wanted." And then she had trouble opening up presents, so I helped her out because of her fake fingernails that day. And she said, "A cupcake maker. Oh, a Hello Kitty backpack." And she got a Hello Kitty charm bracelet that I bought for her. And then, yeah, she got my mom that Miracle, and I got the Hangover and the Hangover. No, I got the Hangover too. The Cars 2, and then the Harry Potter movie. That's it. Those were those dates. I went on more romantic dates with Brittany back then. Some 2012 date. One time, her and I went. I had one of those, that big bear over there. Brittany gave it back to me to hold on to because her parents wanted to throw it away, and she got so pissed off when they wanted to do that. So one guy who does the samples, who I knew, who I had talked to a lot, said he'd like to put hats all over them. Said he would like to buy one of those big bears and put hats all over them. Yeah, because he saw me grab one, and then I brought it. And one time she was on my bed, and I showed it to her, and she said, "That's a big bear." She loved it. And then I bought her a stuffed dog, and then I brought in the stuffed dog first, and then saved the best for last, and brought in the bear, and she said, "That's a big bear," and she laughed the size of its belly. And it says like eating like fish or something. Here. That's what they are. These are like 53 inches. They have ones that are over 90 inches. He's gonna enjoy tanning. It's just a little joke we make up with the with the bright light. And then her and I started talking about some other stuff. Her and I, were talking about, something else one time. Yeah, her and I have had so many fun dates. And then in 2013, I bought a few crab cakes. We go to the favorite restaurant. I've taken her there 4 times, my favorite restaurant. I took her there once in 2011. And the first date we went on for our 1-year anniversary, he said, we got some peach lemonade. And she went, ooh, peach lemonade. It's actually pretty good. I think what you have to do is mix the peach flavor in there so it gets in there more with the lemonade flavor. It's actually pretty good. And then her and I started sharing, I think, and the second time we went there was in 2012. Actually, wait a minute. I think I may have taken her 5 times. She had a Hawaiian burger. Then we went there over the summer because her friend was having a go-away party, but I think we went to the wrong park we were supposed to go to. I think she went into the one in Centralia. Or, no, not Centralia. It was way out. She was going to go to one outside of this part. It was like way down south out of Washington, actually. So we had a long date, but then we just decided to stay in Washington because we didn't want to go to Oregon. That's where the park was. I made a mistake. And then we just went to a different one up like 45 minutes away from here. So we just decided to go out for dinner. But the restaurant I wanted to go to at first was closed, and they were closed on Monday, so we just went out to a different one. My favorite. And then after that we went to, I ordered steak and french fries instead of mashed potatoes. And then after that, me and her went out on after that, me and Brittany, it was me, Brittany, and my mom, we all went out for, we all had our dessert. My girlfriend had sorbet, I had ice cream, and my mom had chocolate mousse. The third time we went that year was our 2-year anniversary, and then we went for a 4th time. We went on her 21st birthday, and then the 5th time we went was on our 3-year anniversary. Those are all the fun dates I can remember. But by the way, Brittany means the world to me, and this is for her. Mwah. I love you, my soulmate. You'll be my soulmate forever. It's been 6 years now. 6 years in the same relationship. First, 1 year was good. 2 years, good. 3 years, quite an achievement. 4 years, an even bigger achievement. 5 years, big achievement. 6 years is a wonderful achievement. Yeah. And then Brittany and I met, Brittany and I have been together ever since. Ever since we were 18, and now we're 24. She's almost 25. I met her when she was 18, and I was 18. We kissed, yeah. That's how old we both were at the same time. Because she doesn't turn... excuse me. She doesn't turn 25 until November 11th. So she was 18 from the time we met at the end of September to November 11th. Well, thank you all for watching. This was fun talking about her, because she's amazing. Alright, peace. Oh yeah, definitely subscribe to Brittany. She's amazing. Peace out.